Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're tackling a story that's been lighting up social media, dominating headlines, and stirring up a storm in the entertainment world. It's the clash of two cinematic giants, Disney's live-action Snow White starring Rachel Zegler versus a Minecraft movie featuring Jack Black and Jason Momoa. The box office numbers are in, and they tell a tale of triumph and turmoil. Rumors are swirling that Rachel Zegler is reeling after a Minecraft movie obliterated Snow White at the box office. So, what happened? How did a video game adaptation outshine a Disney princess remake? Buckle up, because we're diving into the drama, the numbers, and the bigger picture. Let's start with the headline that's got everyone talking. A Minecraft movie has soared to unprecedented heights, raking in a jaw-dropping $301 million globally in its opening weekend alone. That's $157 million domestically in the US and Canada, plus another $144 million internationally. These numbers aren't just big, they're historic. A Minecraft movie has shattered the record for the biggest opening weekend for a video game adaptation, surpassing the Super Mario Bros. Movie's $146 million debut. It's now the highest-grossing film of 2025 so far, and its second brought in another $80.6 million domestically, pushing its global total to over $550 million. This is a cultural phenomenon, a family-friendly juggernaut that's resonating with audiences worldwide. Now, contrast that with Snow White. Disney's live-action remake of the 1937 animated classic, starring Rachel Zegler as the titular princess and Gal Gadot as the evil queen, was expected to be a crown jewel in Disney's remake empire. With a reported production budget of $250 to $270 million, some sources even claim it ballooned to $350 million with marketing costs. Snow White was a high-stakes gamble. The film hit theaters on March 21, 2025, and while it claimed the #1 spot in its opening weekend with $43 million domestically and $87.3 million globally, the numbers were underwhelming. By its second weekend, ticket sales plummeted 66%, earning just $14.3 million domestically. By week 3, it was down to $5.9 million, and by its fourth weekend, Snow White had fallen out of the box office top 5. Projected to earn a mere $2.8 million domestically. As of April 23, 2025, the film has grossed around $85 million domestically and $185 million globally. That's not even close to breaking even on its massive budget. So, why is Snow White struggling while the Minecraft movie is soaring? Let's break it down. First, let's talk about a Minecraft movie. This film had a built-in audience from the start. Minecraft is one of the best-selling video games of all time, with over 300 million copies sold and a passionate fan base spanning kids, teens, and adults. The movie, directed by Jared Hess, leaned into the game's blocky aesthetic and family-friendly humor, with a star-studded cast including Jack Black, Jason Momoa, Danielle Brooks, and Jennifer Coolidge. It's a PG-rated adventure that appeals to parents looking for a safe, fun outing for their kids, as well as gamers who grew up building pixelated worlds. The film's marketing was relentless, with a skyscraper-sized billboard in Hollywood and a viral TikTok trend that, while causing some headaches for theater staff due to rowdy audience behavior, kept the movie in the cultural conversation. Critics may have panned it, but audiences gave it a solid B+ cinema score, and word of mouth has kept theaters packed. Snow White, on the other hand, faced an uphill battle from the moment it was announced. Disney's live-action remakes have been a mixed bag, with hits like The Lion King and Aladdin, but also disappointments like The Little Mermaid and Dumbo. The studio's strategy of reimagining animated classics has started to feel creatively stagnant to some audiences, who are growing tired of what they see as cash grabs rather than fresh storytelling. Snow White was meant to buck that trend, with a modernized take on the fairy tale. Directed by Mark Webb, known for The Amazing Spider-Man and 500 Days of Summer, the film promised a stronger, more independent Snow White, played by Rachel Zegler, who teams up with 7 CGI dwarfs and a new love interest, Jonathan, to overthrow the evil queen. The film features new songs by Pasek and Paul, alongside classics like Hi Ho and Whistle While You Work, and boasts a talented cast including Andrew Burnap, Ansu Kabia, and Martin Kleber. But Snow White was mired in controversy long before its release. Rachel Zegler, a rising star who broke out in Steven Spielberg's West Side Story, became a lightning rod for criticism. Her comments about the original 1937 film, where she described Snow White as not going to be saved by the prince and not dreaming about true love, rubbed some fans the wrong way. Traditionalists felt she was dismissing the classic's legacy, while others saw her remarks as a fresh take on a dated story. Ziegler's casting as a Latina actress in the role of Snow White also sparked racist backlash, with trolls dubbing the film Snow Woke. She responded defiantly, stating she wouldn't bleach her skin for the role, but the online vitriol persisted. Add to that her pro-Palestine comments, which clashed with co-star Gal Gadot's pro-Israel stance, and the film became a political flashpoint. Activists called for boycotts, and the discourse around Snow White turned toxic. The controversies didn't stop there. Disney's decision to render the seven dwarfs as CGI characters, following criticism from actor Peter Dinklage about the portrayal of dwarfism, alienated fans who wanted real actors in the roles. The CGI dwarfs received mixed reviews, with critics noting an artificial sheen that detracted from the film's magic. The movie's Rotten Tomatoes score settled at a dismal 40%, with critics like Peter Bradshaw of The Guardian calling it exhaustingly awful, and Johnny Oleksinski of The New York Post labeling it a pointless live-action automaton. Audiences were kinder, giving it a 72% popcorn meter score and a B+ cinema score, but the film's IMDb rating tanked at 1.6 out of 10, largely due to review bombing, prompting IMDb to issue a rare warning about suspicious voting patterns. Now, let's address the narrative that Rachel Zegler is losing it over Snow White's box office performance. This claim seems to stem from sensationalized posts on X, where users have amplified the idea that Ziegler is humiliated or devastated by a Minecraft movie's success. Some posts even falsely suggested Disney is seeking $120 million from Ziegler, which is baseless and absurd. There's no concrete evidence that Ziegler is having a public meltdown. In fact, her social media activity has been largely positive. On March 24th, she celebrated Snow White topping the box office, posting on Instagram, #1 movie in the world, with a photo of herself in costume. She's also shared heartfelt behind-the-scenes stories, noting that the film was a life-changing experience spanning 4 years of her career. While she's faced intense scrutiny, Ziegler has received support from peers like Melissa Barrera, Ariana Grande, and Helen Mirren, who've praised her integrity and talent. The reality is, Snow White's struggles aren't solely Ziegler's fault. The film's massive budget set an unrealistic break-even point, estimated at $625 million globally, more than triple its current $185 million haul. Disney's marketing didn't help, failing to generate the buzz needed to counter the controversies. Early screenings for influencers could have built positive word of mouth, but the studio leaned on traditional trailers that were heavily disliked online. The film also faced stiff competition. A Minecraft movie's release on April 4th siphoned off family audiences, while other new releases like The King of Kings, The Amateur, and Warfare crowded the box office. Snow White lost 1,210 theaters by its fourth weekend, dropping from 4,200 to 2,990 venues, further limiting its earning potential. Let's talk numbers again to put this in perspective. A Minecraft movie's $550 million global total is nearly 3 times Snow White's $185 million. While Snow White has hit milestones like passing $80 million domestically and ranking among the top 40 highest grossing musicals ever, it's projected to lose Disney $115 million after ancillaries like streaming and merchandise. This makes it one of the biggest box office bombs of 2025, rivaling Joker: Folie à Deux. Disney's decision to pause its live-action Tangled remake suggests the studio is rethinking its remake strategy, especially after Snow White became only the third Disney live-action remake in 15 years not to cross $200 million globally. But is this a fair comparison? A Minecraft movie and Snow White are targeting similar PG-rated family audiences, but their appeals are different. Minecraft is a cultural touchstone with a ready-made fan base, while Snow White is a reimagining of a nearly 90-year-old story that's struggling to find relevance. The controversies surrounding Snow White, from casting to political backlash, created a perfect storm that a Minecraft movie avoided. Yet, it's worth noting that Snow White's audience scores are stronger than its critical reception, suggesting some viewers connected with Ziegler's performance. So, what's next for Rachel Zegler? At 23, she's already a Golden Globe winner with a promising career. Snow White is her second highest grossing film, behind The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes at $349 million. Her performances in musicals, from West Side Story to Spellbound, consistently earn praise, even when the films underperform. She's currently starring in Broadway's Romeo plus Juliet and is set to play Eva Peron in a West End production of Evita in July 2025. While Snow White's failure may sting, Ziegler's talent and resilience suggest she'll bounce back. Hollywood is tough, but she's proven she can handle the spotlight. As for Disney, Snow White's flop is a wake-up call. The studio's live-action remakes need to innovate, not just recycle nostalgia. A Minecraft movie's success shows that audiences crave fresh, culturally relevant stories. Disney's 2024 was a high, with Inside Out 2 and Deadpool and Wolverine crossing $1 billion, but 2025's stumbles with Snow White and Captain America, Brave New World signal a need for course correction. The studio's next remake, Lilo and Stitch, hits theaters May 23rd, 2025, and its performance will be closely watched. In the end, the Snow White versus a Minecraft movie saga isn't just about box office numbers, it's about storytelling, audience connection, and navigating a polarized cultural landscape. Rachel Zegler didn't lose it, but she's caught in a narrative that's bigger than her. A Minecraft movie built a box office empire while Snow White stumbled under the weight of expectations and controversy. What do you think? Is Snow White's failure a sign Disney's remake era is over, or will Ziegler rise above the drama? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe for more Hollywood deep dives. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.